The metaphor of gears and levers disintegrates. Here, particles don't obey. They suggest. They don't follow. They offer possibilities. And Heisenberg's principle is the wall you crash into when you try to bring classical expectations into a quantum realm. You want to know where a particle is and where it's headed. The universe answers, choose one. You cannot have both, because the very act of knowing one alters the landscape of the other. The wave function, that strange mathematical ghost that describes all possible states of a system, spreads out like a whisper until observed. And the moment you touch it, the moment you seek certainty, the probabilities collapse, and with them, the doors to every other version of what might have been. This uncertainty isn't just mathematical, it's existential. It mirrors the contradictions in how we live, how we think, how we love. Have you never tried to pin down your purpose, only to feel your passion slip away as soon as you forced it into a plan? Have you never tried to understand someone you love too deeply, only to find the mystery that drew you to them dissolve under the microscope? To observe too much is to disturb. To demand clarity is to forfeit complexity. The human desire for control, for precision, for exactitude. These are powerful instincts, born from a world that rewards mastery. But in the quantum world, and perhaps in the emotional and philosophical worlds we inhabit too, certainty is a mirage. The more we insist on knowing everything, the less we can truly grasp. Heisenberg's principle teaches that knowledge has a cost, not in money or time, but in sacrifice. Every truth you gain comes with a truth you lose. In physics, that trade-off is built into the equations. In life, it plays out in subtler ways. The more you define your identity, I am this, not that, the more potential selves you must abandon. The more you lock into a path, the more you close the door to all the others. The more you dissect your memories, the more they reshape themselves under scrutiny. The past, like the particle's position, solidifies only when you fix it with your gaze. Until then, it is a cloud of interpretations, drifting. The uncertainty principle may describe subatomic particles, but it echoes in every moment we try to define ourselves too tightly, too completely. We become blurry when pursued too closely, even to ourselves. And yet, uncertainty is not chaos. It is a different kind of order, a deeper, humbler one. It suggests that reality is not made of things, but of relationships. Not of solid particles, but of shifting probabilities that become what they are through interaction, through observation, through participation. We are not passive observers standing apart from the world. We are participants whose questions shape the answers. At the quantum level, the observer cannot be removed. And maybe that's true at the human level too. Maybe how you look at someone changes who they become. Maybe how you frame a question shapes the truth you find. Maybe the world is not out there, waiting to be captured, but in here, unfolding as you engage it. This realization, that knowledge is inherently limited, should feel like a defeat. But strangely, it feels like an invitation. If certainty is unreachable, then wonder becomes the default. If the world will never fully reveal itself, then mystery is not a failure of perception, but a feature of the design. The uncertainty principle doesn't say you can't know. It says you can't know everything at once, and in that crack, possibility blooms. It suggests a reality that is richer than facts, a life that is more than measurement. It says you are not here to master the universe, but to dance with it, to navigate it not like an architect imposing structure, but like a musician improvising within a key, aware that every note chosen means another not played. So when you next feel the ache of not knowing, of not being able to pin something or someone down, remember the lightning. Remember that trying to grasp it destroys its shape, that trying to hold too tightly collapses the dance, that some truths glow brightest when glimpsed from the edge, when respected from a distance, and that sometimes the most honest thing you can say is, I don't know both. I can know one. I can sense its motion, or I can know its place, but never both. Not because I am weak, not because I failed, but because the universe itself insists on that limitation. And maybe, just maybe, that limitation is the most truthful kind of freedom there is. The observer creates the outcome in quantum systems. Think of a mirror in the middle of a forest, one that reflects not what is, but what you expect to see, shaped not by light, but by attention, not by angles, but by intention. And the moment you peer into it, the landscape changes, not just your perception of it, but the very arrangement of trees, the color of the sky, the curvature of the earth itself bends to the gaze. This is not a metaphor for magic, but for quantum mechanics. In this strange realm of the infinitesimally small, particles do not behave like tiny marbles waiting to be found. They exist as clouds of possibility, as probabilities smeared across time and space until someone looks, and then, like a breath drawn too sharply, reality collapses into a specific form. This is not an act of passive witnessing, it is participation. Observation, in the quantum world, is not the act of opening your eyes to what was always there. It is the act of choosing